guys? We are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we are continuing knocking out some challenge runs against this, like, yeah, we could definitely consider this Jiren a super boss. I remember I've used that title a couple of times, right? Like, Cell Max. I remember I called it, like, when Cell Max first dropped. And I called it Cell Max Super Boss Battle, right? Like an old school RPG or something like that. That's exactly what this is. Now, I am kind of like participating in like this, little thing that some of the community does. Just trying to no item this boss with as many different teams as we can. And remember, what we're considering teams is just leader unit plus friend unit. And remember, we're not going to run like Pan as our leader, and then we're going to run like Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku as our friend leader or something like that. It's double Pan, right? So, I actually was, so the last completed run we did was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for GT Heroes, and Pan was on that run as well. There was a couple of teams I was trying. I think I've got some strategies down for some tougher ones that I was doing some runs at, but it was not going too well. And I was like, let me try and get something up, at least for one more video for today. And then, you know, I'll get some other stuff prepared for tomorrow. So I figured we could try the Pan run. There are still some layup runs that I have not done yet, but I figure Pan could be a fun one. I'll just say, one of the ones I was trying was Carnival Goku. The DBZ Kai opening, well, I guess it's not DBZ, but Dragon Ball Kai opening LR Goku. The team is very good, but it just, his leader skill with the 200%, it's weird. It just feels like the team just doesn't really feel like it has the stats. I could get a run going, but it's very tough. The thing about Pan, so we could do some of these like runs with like a lower level leader skill, right? So remember, Pan's leader skill, she's giving her buff to Bond of Friendship characters and Dragon Ball Seeker characters. And it's only GT Hero characters that get the extra 30%. So essentially the entire team is running on a 170 here, which is very low. But the reason we're able to make this work so effectively is Pan, her kit is a direct fucking counter to this fight, right? Because she has the massive damage reduction before she attacks in slot 1. Then when she does attack, she has an attack debuff, which will... The attack debuff, remember, it's not going to save you from the super attack, but it will make it to where we could live the AoE easily, right? Jiren, 100% of the time, the AoE is in slot 0. No matter what, he will always AoE in slot 0, so you have to deal with that, right? And it's attack debuffing, which will keep the AoE from disintegrating some weaker characters, right? That's a huge part of it. Blue Goku, by the way, I'm sure there's a couple of runs where he is going to be very important because his 12-key super attack is also an attack debuff. Right, like if you notice, I actually went for his 12-key super there. Maybe we should have went for his 18-key to get a stack, because in this run, at least for the entire first part of the fight, probably just going to run Pan in slot 1, right, where she's got the huge damage reduction, she's going to apply the debuff, she's giving us tons of support, including attack support in slot 1. Pan just genuinely gives us a very high chance to win, right? Straight up. Now, I guess some of our rotations weren't the best. You know, if we could line up the two Daima Super Saiyan 4s together on, like, turn 4 exactly, I mean, the amount of damage they would do to Jiren would be a huge, huge W for us. But we weren't really quite able to make it work so well. Now, remember, Pan does stack attack, which is nice, so she is slightly countering Jiren's increasing debuffs. Remember, the thing that makes Jiren such a terror, I think, it's the debuffs he applies in this first phase. That's what makes this fight so fucking difficult, is all the debuffs that he's doing in this first phase. Every turn, progressively, we are getting weaker and he is getting stronger, right? That, like, he's lowering our attack, our defense, our ki, and he's building up attack every single turn. So it's like, this is, I think, where all the meat and potatoes of the fight are. Really, most of the time I've made it to Int Jiren in a lot of these runs, we've closed, right? Like, one of these runs, I think it was the Daima Vegeta team, the Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta team, in Super Saiyan 4 Goku missed like a 90% dodge and we lost. But like, besides that, it's like once we get to Int Jiren, we mostly have like closed things under control. Now, in terms of this Pan team too, I should mention this was our second try. Like, the Pan team, this was very easy. So, I mean, I'm sure some players, if they really wanted to try and, like, get a clear and they can't think of a team or something like that, Pan's team probably is a nice potential option, because Bond of Friendship member includes basically every single Goku. And then Dragon Ball Seekers has a lot of the Daima characters, right? I could have also run Goma. We could have run Adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. We could have run Golden Frieza and Gogeta. There was a lot of options we had. Like, Pan has a really fucking strong leader skill right now. Like, there's a lot of very good... It's because all the Daima characters are on Dragon Ball Seekers, right? So it's like, she has a lot that she can work with. Now, notice at this point the low amount of damage we're doing. Evolution Blue Vegeta, this is very impressive numbers he's doing, considering... I mean, Jiren is lowering our attack by... Isn't it 88% now? Oh, no. Still, no, he's lowering our attack by 44%. Is how much he's lowering our stats by. But it's just like so much, right? Like this debuff. Like, look how low a lot of these numbers are. And remember, this is applying to our defense as well. So our characters are getting weaker, not only offensively, but defensively. So things such as high damage reduction, stacking, guard, these abilities are really, really important at this point. So, okay, so we get to turn 5 here. Now this one, I remember I was sitting here wondering how I wanted to approach this. What's funny is I was thinking that, I was like, okay, like, Daima Goku's active, we'll finish this phase off. And I was thinking, like, I do want to float Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, because his damage is so important in this phase, but in the second phase, I mean, he's going to get crunched by Int Jiren. So I was like, all right, well, I was like, okay, I'll give up Daima Goku's active, we'll kill Jiren. This is funny. I was thinking this was going to kill Jiren. I wasn't thinking correctly. And then, oh, okay, it tickled his ass. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I guess we're using blue Vegetas too, then. So we pop this. In some other teams, we might want to consider, by the way, using blue Goku's active. Remember, which gives us the ability to dodge. So, like, if we do, like, a double blue Goku team or something like that, maybe we'll use that. There was one run, I was doing attempts with some team, and I did bust that out one time. Funny enough, Goku dodged the super, but he actually did fail to dodge the AoE and died to that. It was like turn 6 or something like that on one of these runs, on one of these teams. Pan still able to hold tight in front of that super attack, right? Again, the rest of the team is kind of like able to, do most of the damage, heal us up a lot, right? Like, we're able to constantly heal, because the defensive stats on these characters, after they use the active skill, even with Jiren's debuff, are absolutely, huge, right? Okay, so we make it to Int Jiren. So, Int Jiren, I was definitely very nervous against Int Jiren here. I mean, this was only the second run, but as soon as I get to this point, I do start to think, like, okay, like, we can win. Like, once we get to Int Jiren, I'm always thinking that we can actually win. And this is where we bust out UI Goku. So on this turn, we have 100% dodge. Now, I thought about this decision a little bit here, because remember, Daima Goku, I mean, I have a very strong defensive build on him, but Pan has 80% dodge. The only thing is, I thought maybe Daima Goku could probably be able to take one normal. I was thinking, like, I bet Daima Goku could probably eat it, even if he fails the dodge, but I decided, you know what, fuck it. We'll just go with Pan. She's got the higher dodge chance. to be able to come through with this. By the way, despite all of the attack stacks with Pan, we really, I think one of the Pans, we never even use her active skill because we need a GT Hero Goku in the same rotation, and we only have one of those on the team. That's the in Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, right? So here's UI Goku. Remember, he does give support to the rest of the rotation. So Jiren at this point, every attack he does is a crit. He has a 100% defensive ignore ability. So in this phase, you just have to assume every single character has a 0 defensive stat. Every character is rocking 0 defense. That's just kind of like what you have to assume in this portion of the fight. So it's like we're relying on Pan to dodge. We're relying on a lot of these other characters to not get hit, basically. So up in this point of the fight, it's like we're going to have to be hitting these dodges in order for us to successfully win. Now, the way the fight went, it takes us a long time to finish Jiren off because, like the Daima Super Saiyan 4 characters did not have Saiyan Roar up. Just kind of the flow of the fight, right? So right here, I made a mistake. I just... this was a mistake for sure. I mean, it works out, but... So I used Pan's active in slot 1. Pan gains 2 things in slot 1. She gets an attack break, and she also becomes super effective against all types. I was thinking that Pan's attack break would trigger right away. It does not. So this is actually not what I should have done. We should have gone with Blue Goku in slot 1 here. But because I was thinking the attack break would hit that slot 0 attack, but it doesn't. I guess it sticks with Pan, and Pan would have the attack break active. And if Jiren was attacking in slot 3, Pan would attack break the attack in slot 3. But Goku, I think he has 50% dodge plus the dodge build we have on him. He's able to dodge that. And then obviously after he does a lot of attacks right here, then it'll be much easier for him to dodge. Stats a little bit lower here for this Goku. The reason, unfortunately, for that is because, of course, we don't have GT up with him. We don't have Saiyan Roar up with him, right? Like these strong Link abilities. The way this run went, again, I just wasn't able to have a lot of these Super Saiyan 4s next to each other, which, remember, the Saiyan Roar and GT, like the combination of some of those links, I mean, we're essentially talking about, like, the difference between a Big Bad Boss's character not having Big Bad Bosses up. I think that's, like, a very good analogy for that. So, Blue Goku does his job. I mean, for me, Blue Goku is the GOAT. I mean, this guy is ridiculous, right? Like, I guess for other people, Blue Goku fucking sucks ass, but in my hands, Blue Goku is God, as you guys could see. I mean, this boy is right in the thick of all these runs, all these, like, bro, like, I don't know what to say. All right, so, UI Goku. Remember, we're now at the point where UI Goku no longer has 100% dodge. He gets an extra 10% dodge before he attacks. So he has an 80% chance to dodge this first attack right here, which he gets. And then we get the EX Super, so now he's got 100% dodge for the rest of the turn. So physical UI is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, I think they're the best character in the game even still, right? Because it's just the combo of what Vegeta and Goku do is just, it's way too good. I think the perfect defensive abilities they have, that's just like, it's just so crazy. So we do that. Now, I don't know. I was thinking we're gonna need to probably just tank one normal with Goku. Jiren supered there, but we dodge it. Dodge build. Now, I don't need to tell you guys this. That was death, by the way. So, this is a run that we win just because of hidden potential system dodge. Nothing I could do but throw my hands up. I'm shrugging like Jordan. Well, I don't know. I mean, listen, guys, sorry. We got those good builds on our characters, so we're able to get it done. But yeah, this win right here is a win strictly on the back of hidden potential system dodge. That's all this run was right here. I think right here I was breathing. I was like, oh my god. Here we're gonna have to rely on Blue Goku. So at this point, we're so deep in the fight here, like all of our strong abilities are gone. Like in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we've already used the Spirit Bomb. Daima Mini Goku, we've used as active. Blue Goku, we've already, used the Father-Son Gallic Gun, right? So at this point, we've got, like, nothing left, basically. We're just going to have to hit our dodges and beat his ass. So this shit is scary. This is a scary turn because it's like at this point, Jiren is probably killing us with a normal, dude. Like, because it's like, remember, Jiren is getting stronger every single turn, right? Jiren gets, it's only 11% attack with each turn passed up to 55%, but considering he ignores 100% of our defense, right? Like, that's all he needs to just become too much. Like, legitimately, one normal is probably killing every character on the team. Like, I think the only character who will live is Physical UI Goku because he has a KO survive mechanic. That's it. Like, he's the only character, I think. So, in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Blue Goku, Daima Goku, like, we hit so many dodges, and there we go. We got the run done. Because the only way we could lose at this point is if Jiren did multiple attacks in slot 0, but he only does one attack in slot 0. So even if UI Goku fails the dodge, he would die, but he would live with his KO survivability. We'd have 1 HP, and then he'd just finish it off right there, which he does. So there we go. We got the pan run done right there. Remember, a lot of these characters on a 170% leader skill compared to like a 220% that we're typically running. So a lot of these characters are just weaker versions, much weaker versions when running on these massive leader skills. That's, you know, a little bit of an issue. So we got it done. Was crazy. Just on the back of hidden potential system dodge, but, you know, I know how to build my characters, man. I love y'all. I love y'all dearly. Mwah! I'll catch y'all next time. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with these. This is fun. This is fun.